WCCB Charlotte's Courtney Francisco is live in Dallas tonight where we are hearing from the baby's parents. Courtney?
Morgan, this is the worst case scenario of what can happen when these trees fall in this storm. Let me take you a little closer. You can see this tree was so large, it basically cut this mobile home in half, bending the metal, breaking the glass, causing the death of the baby inside while his mom held him in her arms. Parents stare helpless as Florence claims what appears to be its first life in the Piedmont, 3-month-old Cade Gill.
The tree come through the house. We didn't hear it, no crackling or anything.
Olin Gill and his wife Tammy say they had been watching out for trees around their mobile home on Moses Court in Dallas. Around 4 this evening, this one came crashing through as Tammy held Cade in the living room.
We moved in the house with him, like wherever we would go, we'd take him, or I even moved the living room around to make sure his swing wasn't in the path of these trees.
Their neighbor heard the dad scream for help and called 911.
I heard that he had glass on his face, but that was all everybody knew. And then when we got the news, it was awful. It was heartbreaking.
At the hospital, doctors said Cade had head trauma.
I seen him pumping on his chest. And at that time, I knew that it wasn't good.
They'd been doing CPR for the last 30 minutes, and they just wanted permission to stop. Said no at first, but after another 30 minutes, he wouldn't come back.
Rain covered the family's picture of Cade as they stood in the storm looking at the damage. Today was his 3-month birthday. Now his mom is left warning others of his death.
Take it serious and don't chance.
And the rain is still coming down tonight. More trees and power lines is the biggest threat right now. Right here, again, there is a shelter at Ashbrook High School for anyone who needs it tonight. Morgan?
Courtney Francisco reporting live in Gaston County tonight. Courtney, thank you.
WCCB Charlotte's Courtney Francisco is live there now with the dangerous situation. Courtney.
Drew, the flooding here is remarkable. People just crowd around the PD River watching it slowly inch toward their town. And I'm here where there are 2 high water trucks just like that and a rescue boat in Cheraw ready to go. Rescue crews race toward Cheraw. Florence's flooding and destruction forcing people from their homes.
If they tell you to get out and go, get out and go. Don't stay, because there's a chance you could be killed in it.
Shelby Winburn is on oxygen. Power outages and the rising PD River beside her home forced her to evacuate.
This is so dangerous. It's so dangerous.
The river is feet from the Highway 1 overpass. This is how it looked before Florence. As the governor surveyed it from the air, rescuers spotted 2 men stranded on the roof of a truck. They are safe tonight, but the threat continues. The PD River is taking on so much rain. Firefighters say it's risen nearly 4 feet in 6 hours today. Let me give you perspective. That gazebo is in a parking lot, but water is up to the roof now, and you can see how far away I'm standing from it while the water inches up the road that runs into the town. Roads crumbled under rushing water. This semi on Highway 145, McMillan Road outside of Cheraw washed out. 41 roads closed in Chesterfield County Monday, according to the Department of Transportation. Crews rushed from one down power line to the next to restore electricity and open major highways. Residents could only watch water rise toward their homes.
It's sad, and people having to just start all over again.
They say if Highway 1 goes down, they could be stranded in Cheraw.
If the dam goes, everything's going to go.
And there's no curfew for the town of Cheraw tonight, but in unincorporated Chesterfield County, there is a curfew in place until 7 tomorrow morning. Drew.
WCCB Charlotte's Courtney Francisco surveyed the damage.
The river is finally starting to go down, but let me show you how high it is. That gazebo is in a parking lot and the water has risen to the roof. Thousands of acres flooded. Water nearly breached Highway 1 overpass in Sherrall as the PD River crested.
I was actually concerned driving across of it, to be honest with you.
For 3 days, rescuers warned the river would crest Tuesday. 40 homes in Chesterfield County flooded. At least 30 people rescued at 10 locations, according to the sheriff.
I slowly made my way on a road. The PD River is flowing over, and it is moving so fast. You can see it against my boots here. One wrong move and it would knock me over. That's why rescuers say you have to pay attention to the roadblocks, even though the rain has stopped.
It's going to take a lot of rebuilding when all this is gone.
The river crested at 47 feet, the highest since 1945. This is how the Highway 1 overpass looked before Florence poured nearly 30 inches of rain over Chesterfield County in 3 days.
We got to start getting back in some normalcy.
Tomorrow, you will see power companies restoring electricity, debris and trees down, and washed out roads across the county. Schools are closed, some businesses, but recovery will take time.
It's going to take a while, I think, a few months, maybe even a year. I mean, this is a lot of water.
There is a curfew in place for unincorporated parts of Chesterfield County until 7 tomorrow morning. There is a Red Cross shelter open at the Hopewell Baptist Church in Chesterfield. In Chesterfield County, Courtney Francisco, WCCB News.